Howdy folks, and welcome back to the series. So this video, I decided to actually film two things in one, because the ideas I had for this video, they were honestly not even long enough to put in like a separate video for each. So we're just gonna do it in this format. So recently well not even recently, a few months ago, I was working with this file, and as you can see, this Witherstorm rig. But my point is, when I was working with this, I went a bit on out with the image and all this stuff, like the style and stuff, and created the Fermity bomb, the freaking F-bomb. Dude, I can't take this seriously. But yeah, I had to customly create that, and that's one of the things we're going to be looking at holding items, because as you can see, the guy over here, well, you can move this around still, but if you move the dude, we'll talk about it, but he's holding it. And another thing that I added to the image, let's actually pull it up over here. Yeah, as you can see, if you look around the edges here, you can see it kind of gets all like stretched out and just distorted, literally lens distortion. So those are the two things we're going to be looking at. I think I spent enough time explaining it in theory. So let's just hop right into the video and discuss how to make this little effect around the edges, you know, the holding the item. So first things first, we are actually gonna, let's actually pull up another rig, the Ice Cube rig. I'm gonna link down the YouTuber who created this, Darth Lilo. They worked a long time on this, but let's actually append also the rig that I usually use. Let's append like I don't know, an axe or something. We appended it. Move this all over here. It is not the size that it's supposed to be. What is this? What is the scale? Okay, there we go. So we got these two rigs over here, and let's say we want the guy to be holding it, and when we're animating it, so we don't have to like keep, you know, moving this around with each hand movement that he does. And honestly, this is one of the basic tips in Blender, but we'll still go over it because, you know, it's still a useful tip overall, and I don't think it's that spoken of. It's a very wide range of just things that you can use this for, but yeah, let's just say that he's holding it. Yeah, let's do this with the stone axe over here, and as always, just do the shift right click and you'll move the cursor, shift S, move it over here, selection to cursor, and now just, you know, rotate it the way you want it. That's the only thing I don't like about the rig. The rotation on it is so weird. But yeah, there we go. Let's say that's good. And now, as you can see, it's separate from the dude, from the hand. So for this, we actually go into pose mode, and you can go up here, wherever it was, the object mode. But yeah, you set it to pose mode, or you could just click on the bones and then press Control Tab, and it'll send you into pose mode. So now you select the bone, that, like, let's say the wrist bone over here. Wait, yeah, let's actually, hold on. Yeah, that's the wrist. So you select this bone over here, and then you find the axe that you just appended in, wherever it is. Okay, anyways, now you press Control. Yeah, you press Control. I was about to say something. I don't know what I was about to say, honestly. You press and hold Control on your keyboard, and then you left click on it. And as you can see, it's selected both of these things. Then you go put your mouse over here somewhere, and then press Control P and set parent to, and you go down here and click bone. So the object parenting is the bone. And now if we just go out of edit mode, and we can deselect everything, if this was a large enough window. So now, as you can see, if we rotate the hand, the axe is moving along, and you don't have to constantly, like, you know, take it and move it. And you can still move it along. Or I need to learn basic English skills. I cannot speak. You can still move it around, is what I meant to say. You can still move it around, and it's free to go wherever. But keep in mind that it's parented, so now if you like set it here, you'll still get the overall movement because it's bound to the bone, so to say. And well, of course, the bone itself, because we parented it to this bone. But yeah, overall, that is the way you parent things in Blender, and use that for anything. Honestly, you can parent anything, and there's a lot of like ways you can use that to, like, I don't know, let's say he's pulling something out as an inventory. There's this little trick you use if you just like scale it down to very small so you don't even see it, and then you know, set a few keyframes ahead, keyframe the size, and then keyframe the size again, but like scale it up. It'll like pop into existence out of his inventory, let's say. But yeah, that's a whole other topic. And now let's move on to the actual lens blur. First things, we don't even need to move around here, because now we will, if you have a default sort of list of things here, then you can go over here into the compositing tab, or you can just, you know, if you don't have it added, and go into whatever, yeah, VFX, compositing, just click on it, it'll add it. You go into the compositing tab, and this over here, this is all explained in the video about Black Plasma Studios, which are now Squared Media. You know, the tutorial from like 5 years ago. This is the basic, just boosh that they call it. But the main thing that was added here was, of course, the lens distortion. So for this, you can honestly just ignore this, and let's say it doesn't exist. Let's say you only have the image connected to composite here. And what did I do? What? Oh yeah, it's because, well, yeah, let's render it out. And now, as you can see, it's rendered out, and we don't have anything added on top. And for this, we see this because it's also the viewer node over here. It's honestly explained in the video. If you want to go check it out, they explain the whole setting up pretty well. But our main point here is you want to now just, you know, Shift A, like click somewhere, Shift A, go into search, and type in lens distortion. And it'll give you this little thingy over here, the lens distortion node, and you just drop it over here. And I usually keep it after everything that I did, because, you know, it just adds it on top of it. But you can put it anywhere, honestly. You know, just be sure it doesn't mess up with the nodes if you have something set up. But now you can just connect it all. And why is it not working? Wait, hold on a second. Man, it's not working for some reason. Why is it not working? Hold on a second. We need to... Oh, wait. Am I seriously this silly? Is this seriously how it goes? Yeah, you know what? Ignore that. We actually go into this dispersion over here. We'll go into dispersion, and you can set any value here, and usually it's gonna be like too sensitive, but if you press and hold shift on your keyboard, and then scroll, like, just, you know, left click it and then drag your mouse to the right, it's gonna change the value. And you can set it to anything you want. And as you can see, behind the thing, it's changing it because we have the viewer node over here connected. And you're gonna see the same thing in the final render. So, as the okay. Hey Siri, pronounce composite.
Okay, I found this on the web. Pronounce composite. Check it out.
Why is my Siri in British? What? My mind. I don't think I had a brain cell to start off with, but this is just too much. Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? Let's just... You have these two nodes over here connected. And you change the dispersion to something higher, as I have it here to 0.08, because that's already pretty much way too much. As you can see, it also messes around with the image itself. Dude, I need to stop doing this. Every video I start like gesturing with my hands at the screen. Like I'm genuinely sitting here and I'm trying to explain, like, what? Look, it distorts the whole image, and rightfully so, because it's the distortion, lens distortion. But you set it to a value that's you can work with, that seems good to you, and after that you just render it out, or if you have it already rendered out, it should already change it. So overall, I think that covered it, I hope. British Siri, yeah, it helped us very much. Yeah, but overall, this was parenting items and lens distortion in Blender. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I'm gonna go try to buy a brain cell off of eBay, off of Wish. Okay, bye. Now, yeah, like, sub, bye.